Hey, what up YouTube? Happy New Year! 2021 has finally passed and here we come into 2022. So I'm bringing you a new project. It's an Axial Capra I'm calling CheepoCapra. The reason I'm calling it CheepoCapra is because I bought it used off of Amazon for $300. Then they gave me a $150 gift card towards it. Then it was missing the body panels, so they gave me another $66 off this kit. So I scored this Axial Capra for all around 80 bucks. Here I'm opening the box to see if anything's missing. I didn't discover until the very end that the body panels were missing. I had everything all the way up to the body panels and I'm totally okay with it. These are the electronics I'm using. I'm using the Amazon Special 35 kilogram servos, a Spektrum 5-channel receiver, Eco Power micro servo for the dig, and Hyrax tires that are on loan from Grandpa BB. It took about 6 hours to put this kit together from beginning to end. All of the plastics very high quality. It's very nice kit that goes together pretty easily. There weren't very many surprises except for in the instructions they're not super clear about assembling the dig. The shocks on this thing are aluminum bodied with plastic caps and adjusters. They're quite nice. I've used low-C green slime when assembling shock on all the O-rings. Put together the links and I started assembling the suspension on this truck after assembling the axles and steering. All of the hardware is sorted out into individual bags, which is nice. This motor came just in the nick of time as I finished the assembly of the transmission and actually needed to assemble it in the truck. The mailman brought it perfectly timed. This is the Hobbywing AXE brushless system with a FOC control, which makes for ultra smooth crawling, and I'll show you a little bit of that a little bit later on in this video. In this truck, I've decided to do somewhat of a scale build, and I'm putting a Terminator figure in there, lighting his eyes up, giving him the ability to steer the truck via this micro servo that's attached directly to the dashboard. And in a later episode, I will be giving this thing interior details to make that look more in place. The weather here in Southern California wasn't cooperating with us much over this long weekend from Christmas to New Year's, but luckily at the end of this it ended up with a little break in the weather and I was able to get out and test this Capra up at the Twin Peak Park in San Marcos. I was also very excited to be able to test this Hobbywing AXE system, which is a 2300 kV system which left more than plenty of power on the table for high-speed obstacle-to-obstacle driving, but was also able to crawl at an extremely slow, controlled pace. Awesome feature that this truck came stock with out of the box is the dig, which lets you lock up the back tires so you can basically drive around the axis of that locked tire. So, with all of the build details aside, I'm going to leave you just to enjoy some out-of-the-box Capra action and see this thing out in the wild.